What if the person who loves you most is also the one you should fear the most? If you're drawn to dark fantasy romance where love is dangerous, obsession runs deep, and the line between devotion and destruction completely disappears, Queen of Rot and Pain by Liv Zander is an audiobook you need on your list. This is the second book in the Pale Court duet, and it takes you into a world where gods aren't noble heroes, and love isn't gentle. At the center of the story is a ruthless king of flesh and bone and the woman he considers his queen. But when betrayal, deception, death, and impossible choices collide, their relationship becomes something far darker than a typical romance. He doesn't simply want her. He wants every part of her. And even death may not be enough to separate them. What makes this audiobook experience especially compelling is the atmosphere. The story blends dark fantasy, romance, horror, violence, obsession, and emotional intensity into a world that feels completely removed from ordinary romance. And because you're listening rather than simply reading, the narration adds another layer to those darker moments, making the tension and emotional conflict easier to sink into. If you love morally gray characters, villainous love interests, twisted devotion, supernatural fantasy, and romances that aren't afraid to go to disturbing places, this is exactly the kind of audiobook that can keep you listening long after you plan to stop. Just be warned, this one gets dark. If you're ready to enter the Pale Court, check the audiobook through the link in the description and see if you can resist this twisted love story. The book is a full-length dark fantasy romance and the second installment of the Pale Court duet, with an audiobook runtime of about 8 hours 41 minutes, narrated by Auri, Alden and Gregory Salinas.